Liquitube Balancer and Sealant provides complete tire protection by balancing tires, maintaining air pressure, and running tires cooler. Properly balancing all of your tires maximizes ride comfort, extends tread life, and increases fuel economy. A standard commercial truck tire can lose up to 30 pounds of rubber during its operating life. Liquitube is a dynamic balancer that can adjust to the changing conditions of a tire due to wear and loss of weight, providing the most effective balance at both high and low speeds. Proper balance also extends the life of vehicles by reducing the vibrations that cause parts to wear out and break down. Liquitube Balancer and Sealant minimizes tread separation and blowouts caused by punctures, underinflation, and heat. Tire failure can result in expensive road calls, delayed deliveries, thrown treads, damage to vehicles, towing fees, CSA violations, loss of vehicle control, and liability issues. Liquitube Balancer and Sealant seals all sources of air loss, including porosity leaks, bead leaks, rim leaks, and punctures up to 1/2 inch, maintaining proper air pressure for the life of the tire. Installing Liquitube is as simple as dropping a pre-measured bag inside a tire being mounted. Liquitube can also be pumped through the valve stem once the valve core is removed. Liquitube is safe for all wheels and rims and will not cause rust or corrosion. Casings can be easily hosed out before sending to the retread plant, and the environmentally friendly, non-hazardous sealant can be rinsed down the drain. Liquitube Balancer and Sealant. One-time application, total tire protection.
All right. Lyndon, how are you?
Doing good.
Lyndon didn't know we were doing this today. So this is what happens when you hook up with us. So Jason Schultz here from the Beer Money Pulling Team, Lyndon Forby, COO of Liquitube. So I've seen Liquitube logos a lot, like on Battle of the Bluegrass, and I think some other pulling associations. I've seen you at Louisville before, and we kind of been talking a little bit. So what is Liquitube? First of all, thank you for your class sponsorship. He's the Super Farm class sponsor of the Pullers Championship. That's why he's in Nashville, Illinois with us right now. So super happy to have you guys on as a class sponsor. Our event is special because we get sponsorship to pay for all of the costs, and then every dollar from the gate and the live stream goes to the Pullers. So we're trying to make this huge for the Pullers.
Yeah, we're really happy to be a part of it. One thing about our product and our fan base in tractor pools, it's the same people.
Yep.
So Liquitube, we're not about just repairing flat tires. We're about preventing them altogether. And that's the neat thing about our company. We're there to help people make your business run better, smoother, keep you working when you want to be working, and let you relax when you want to relax. So we take care of your tires so you don't have those flats out in the fields or on the road if you're driving trucks, trailers, anything like that.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want.
Yeah.
That's the last thing because if you're like me, I don't schedule an extra minute into my day. It's like boom, boom, boom all the time.
And I've always told people my background comes from the trucking industry, and I've never come across a flat tire that was ever convenient.
Nope.
And for me, it was always those tires that was either first thing in the morning or last thing at the end of the day. And those are the times you don't want to be changing tires. So you use our product, it completely eliminates your downtime associated with flat tires, and you just get more life out of your tires as well.
So is this, do I wait until I get a flat and then I put Liquitube in, or is it something I put in ahead of time?
We put it in ahead of time. We look at eliminating any of those flat tires that you normally have during your season or your operation during the day. So you put it in and then you run your year, and typically what you'll see is about a 95% reduction in any flat tire related issue. And it's just a way of increasing your profits, eliminating all those lost dollars spent in not only lost labor, but the repair costs, just trying to get somebody out. If you're a farmer, it's so hard to get somebody to come out on a field call anymore, especially if you've got weather like we've got right now.
Well, it's been such a wet spring. When it's go time, you really want it to be go time, and you don't want anything messing with it.
Exactly. So you want to be able to keep working and beat the rain if you need to beat the rain, and again, enjoy your life instead of worrying about taking care of the tires out in the field.
once I put it in a tire, how long does it last? How long is it good for?
We've got a lifetime guarantee.
Okay.
Other products in our category, they're not designed for long-term use, but we can be inside of a tire, regardless if it's a 11L15 for 5 years or so, or a center pivot tire that lasts 10 to 15 years. It's a one-time application, guaranteed to work the entire time. We also stay in place. It coats effectively, so it stays in place, so it's working 24/7, regardless if your equipment's sitting in the shed or on the lot. Our product is still protecting those tires.
If you're just joining us on our live here, Lyndon Forby, COO of Liquitube, Jason here with the Beer Money Pulling Team. They're a sponsor of the Pullers Championship. I see them sponsor a lot of other pulling organizations as well. So kind of wanted to give him, and I do not know a ton about Liquitube. So these questions are legit. That makes it even easier, right?
Yeah,
I enjoy that. What's attracted your company to work with Truck and Tractor Pulling and sponsor it?
Again, it's our major markets. The people that depend on our products are the farmers, or the truckers.
Yep.
And we just
Blue collar.
Yes, absolutely. People like ourselves here in Southern Illinois, salt of the earth people, and just looking to make their businesses run better, and providing a product that they can rely and trust on, and depend to work all the time. So with trucking and farming, you pretty much have the same problems. You don't want to have flat tires. You don't want to have downtime. So it's just a perfect fit for us.
So I've obviously been on the website since we've been talking a little bit. I've seen bigger containers and smaller.
Uh-huh.
What's the best way to apply it?
The best way
What's the word? Use it, install it. Hey, there we go. I'm in sales, so I can't talk. Anybody need a mortgage?
As far as your industrial customers, like your farms, your trucks, the 5-gallon pail is the absolute best way to install it. We've got an installation pump that overrides up to 50 pounds of pressure. So you don't have to let all the air out of your tires. You just drop it down in that range, and you can pump it in.
So from the 5-gallon bucket?
From the 5-gallon bucket. And even if we sell it in much larger containers, whether it's 55-gallon drum, or a lot of farms will use 275-gallon totes, but it's all installed through a 5-gallon pail. And it's very versatile, very mobile. You can throw it in a work truck. You can have it in your shop. And you can store it anywhere. The product doesn't freeze. It actually works at 45 below zero.
Oh, wow.
So we ship all over the world.
Wow, 45 below zero. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it's something you can depend on. It just doesn't break down regardless of the weather conditions or the time that it elapses.
Yeah. So in truck and tractor pulling, we say every rule that's been invented has a name behind it. Like, the roll cage is because of the rolls rollover in Toba and different things like that. Why Liquitube? How did it get started? What was kind of is there a funny story, or not a funny story? Is there that aha moment, like in the country's history or the company's history, how it got started?
The base formula that we use was developed back in, I believe, 1976, 1977. And it's just one of those things that we've improved on over the years. And we get a lot of feedback, whether it's from the farmers or from the trucking industry or power sports, whatever we're working with. So we're constantly improving that formula. And the Liquitube name basically came from one of the founders of the company, and it's short for liquid inner tube, because it's a very good descriptor of what we do. We actually build a liquid inner tube inside of the tire that stays in place, and that's where Liquitube comes from. So we work very well like that. And if you can imagine a tire, a lot of guys, especially if you're at the farm show or farmers, they think that a good solution, if you have a flat tire, is to throw a tube into it if you're having constant issues, especially with bead leaks. And but that tube's only good until the next time you puncture it. With ours, you put it in one time and you can puncture it over and over and over again. And in your ag tires, it'll go up to a 3/4 inch puncture. You might see on some of our other posts where we actually will do antler shed in your tractor tires, combine tires. It's very heavy duty. It's made for extreme conditions and works very well.
Would you say your customer is more farming or more trucking, or is it kind of split up between?
It's about split between the two. We're running a lot of fleets throughout the country, a lot of commercial tire centers that specifically deal with trucking fleets we sell through as well. But our bread and butter is definitely the ag side of it. It's just everybody has the same problems. They all have flat tires, regardless if you have punctures, like I referred to earlier, bead leaks. With tubeless tires, it's so hard to keep air in tires, even in new tires on equipment that's on the lot. We'll get calls from manufacturers, say, how do we stop this? And we've got the solution for it.
Why would you not put this in your daily driver?
The only reason that we wouldn't put it into a light passenger car tire, the sidewalls are so light that at high speed you can pick up a vibration through the deflection of the tire. We do recommend it for anything that's 10 ply or E-rated or higher, just because the sidewalls are stiff enough to have that liquid.
So not the Pirellis on my Tesla?
Right.
Those are expensive. I hit a pothole going to Kenny's Pulling Parts down in Louisville. He's one of our partners, and I was driving down there, and the left side of my car, and I bought a Tesla not to save the world. I bought one because I want a self-driving car so I could look at my phone more and do more emails. Anyway, but it blew out the sidewalls on each. It got that big bubble in the side of them. So I was like, well, they look cool, but I don't think I like Pirellis right now. But $1,400 later, I had 2 new tires.
That's expensive.
Yeah, I was not happy with that. Not happy with that. Again, we're just sitting here with Lyndon Forby from Liquitube. He's the COO. Jason here. We're sitting in Nashville, Illinois, the home of the Polish Championships. Liquitube is the Super Farm Class sponsor. Came up today just to chat. We're having some fun, learning more about Liquitube. And like I said, I first heard of you like when you emailed me. I had always seen your stuff on Battle of the Bluegrass. I think Bob. You're the title sponsor of that, right?
Yes.
How long have you been connected with them?
I believe it's about 8 years now.
Okay.
So great group of people, like most of the series out there. It's just guys getting together and
Spending
having a good time.
Spending too much money on a hobby that
Right.
And that's what we're trying to fix is by having the Polish Championship. Get more payback and stuff like that. Now, I can hear some UTVs running around out there here in Holzhauer's. Do you do much of the UTV market as well, or is that tire too small?
No, we absolutely do. We actually make the products for companies like Polaris and Honda, but it works very well in those, especially in a low pressure situation, which a lot of ATV tires run very low air pressure. Still works well. It's much better.
So they have a tall enough sidewall, is basically
Yes.
that they don't feel that vibration.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a much better alternative than having to carry a plug kit and a compressor around with you if you're out in the woods. You just run through whatever obstacles you have, and if you have a puncture, it seals it right up.
Now, are most farm stuff, are those punctures, are those more bead leaks, or they came off the rim, or what do you see?
A little bit of everything. Again, with the tubeless tires, the bead leaks, they're so hard to get with any other product, but because we stay in place, it seals them right up. And also, most farms, if you have skid steers, that's the number one area where you'll have a bead leak on a tire, just because the rims get so damaged, so much material.
They get run into them.
Yeah, packed in, and you can roll them right off the rim if you let the pressure down too much in one. So a lot of companies, they'll install it right off the bat with their skid steers just to prevent that entire situation from happening.
Let us know where you're watching from right now, or if you have any questions about Liquitube, or if you're a customer now, or you'd like to be a customer, where to find it. Some of the bigger national brands, Napa, Rural King, Fleet Farm, you said and Bass Pro Shops and other retail shops as well doing that. But so I can find you from all 50 states?
Yes.
Okay.
All 50 states, quite a few countries around the world.
Oh, really? What countries are you in?
We've got master distributors, of course, in Canada.
Yep. A lot of ag up there.
A lot of ag.
A lot of trucking.
Yes. And of course, Mexico, but Brazil, and many of the South American countries, Australia, and even over in Europe and other places. So
Farmer Boy JS is watching on YouTube. He says, I do. He says, hi, I do. So Farmer Boy. Yeah. Where are you at, Farmer Boy? And are you a trucker or well, he's a farmer boy. So I should have known that. But no, thanks for letting us know. So if I go into a Napa, are they going to have like it'll be on all your stuff there, like the 5-gallon pail probably, and then the smaller one, or what?
Yes. And Napa Auto Parts, they'll usually have the 32 ounce and 1 gallons there on the shelf. And sometimes they'll have the 5-gallon pails. It's in all their warehouses. It actually has a Napa part number. It's a Napa branded product. But just to give you an idea of the amount used in an ATV tire, you can do like 4 ATV tires out of 1 gallon.
Okay.
So a quart will do one. And if you're doing semi-truck tires, you can do 14 11 22.5s out of a 5-gallon pail, about 8 skid steer tires out of a pail, or 8 11 L15s.
Nice.
Just give you an idea how much product. We just put enough in to create that liquid inner tube inside the tire. So it's a very thin layer, but we have to have enough to cover all the interior surfaces.
Cody's watching from Minnesota. Cody's a truck puller. They have a 4-wheel drive mod. Farm boy. He's from Indiana. And I think we have our first scammer. Yes, he is a spammer. Don't answer, Cody. So that's all good. You know you have a decent podcast when you get spammers on your list. So don't be offended. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. We'll just block them. They want somebody to be their friend, and then they're gonna, you know what they're gonna do then after that. Pierce Motorsports and Reptiles watching from Ohio. Well, that's a cool snake there in your cover photo. I'm not a big fan of snakes. I think they need to stay in cages and stuff like that, because I would be running away from them and have some fun. Give me some, do you have any like fun stories? I don't know. I always say fun, but do you have any like true testimonials or stories that pop in your head, like how this has really helped people out and saved them? I mean, it's a no brainer of a product if you're a farmer.
We had one recently, was a company that was dismounting a telehandler tire. That's a large forklift.
Yeah.
For people that might not know. And they had over 92 nails in that tire. And it had been treated by our product, never had a flat in it. And they went to change out the tires, and they actually can. And sent us a video in. So,
Cody already messaged them back with the social security number and everybody already. Well, Cody, it's been fun knowing you. You're gonna have to change your name. They just stole your identity. Sorry, Lyndon. Cody's fun like that. I had to joke around a little bit. So.
But we get stories like that all the time. Antler shed.
Yeah, I could see that really, because they're laying in the weeds and, or the leaves, and you're driving through.
Yeah, and it puts a very quick end to your day if you don't have something like our product.
My luck, it would happen like seriously, like in the first 30 minutes. Like you said earlier, it happens right away in the morning or at the end of your day when you want to go home, and then you're messing around with that. No, that's something that you don't plan on any day, is going out and then you walk outside and you're like, what the heck? So a semi-truck tire, no problem. But like you said, like on a daily driver, because in my brain's going, I should put this in my car, but that's not good.
No, it's not. It's a heavy duty product, and that's where we work best in heavy duty tires. So, and we don't recommend it to be installed through a system that has a TPMS on it.
What's that mean?
A tire pressure monitor.
System,
if I can get it out.
Yep. It's a big word.
Just because you don't want to ever install it through a valve stem that has a TPMS because you will clog it.
Yep, make a mess.
Yeah, we don't want to make life harder. We're here to make it better.
Yep, no, good deal. Good deal. Well, thanks for watching today. Thank you, Liquitube, for sponsoring Truck and Tractor Pulling. Thanks for sponsoring the Pullers Championship. We appreciate it. It's obviously, Truck and Tractor Pulling is a big hobby, passion of mine, and I love it. And anybody that supports us, we want to give that support back. So
glad to do it.
Please, if you're a farmer, a trucker, who else should we be saying stuff to? Avid outdoorsman, right?
Yeah, outdoorsman. Anybody. If you've got a lawnmower, ATV.
I can put Liquitube on my lawnmower.
Absolutely.
I'm good. I'm doing it. I'm going to Napa when I get home. So we've been getting some rain in Wisconsin, like a lot of us, and my yard needs to get mowed about every 3 to 4 days. That's my baby. But I'm gone for a whole week, so I'm a little nervous when I get home. I need to bail it. Yeah. But I'm going to go get me some Liquitube and throw it in my Simplicity. I like to mow the straight lines. Okay, I like that. That's my jam. I farm 2 acres of grass for my yard. That's what I do. So, well, cool, Lyndon. Liquitube.com. Head over to the website. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram. We're going to be doing some more TikToks, going YouTube, and much other stuff here near future. But a lot of stores are going to have it, not just these big name ones. Like a lot of probably your local stores, your local like a hardware store, probably. Like hardware stores, truck stops, maybe that kind of stuff.
The outdoor power equipment dealers, whether it's a lawnmower dealer or ag equipment dealers, stuff like that, power sports dealers. You'll find us all over, and a lot of commercial tire centers.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.